Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you all for watching. We're going to go over a new Heretic today, the Cleric 2 in ULTEM. This is a pretty unique style plastic here. I don't know if any of you have ever looked these up, but ULTEM was created, I believe, for its chemical and heat resistance. Focus a little better there. Try to get it down here where it sees just the knife. Anyway, the ULTEM plastic was designed really for chemical environments and things that needed to be more resistive. This thing reflecting back is not liking that in the camera. Try to give you guys a couple of good angles to see inside of there. You can see the stop pin on the blade right here underneath the clip. And then on the front side, if I can do it without it messing up focus, here we go. You can see one of the retainers here. This is a little spring-loaded clip that's inside there that's actually holding the blade in the closed position right now. There's another one at the top that's kind of hard to see, but it's back here behind the button, the little switch. So if you haven't taken any of these apart before or understand kind of how they work, it sits on a little sleigh or a saddle with these two little grabbers. It sits on either side, and I'm not certain if this stops the pin because it looks like the pin's a little bit higher in place right here than where that actually grabs. But this piece up top, I believe, does grab the pin right here whenever it's got a recess for it. But whenever you actuate this, let's see if I can get you guys a good view. You can see we're sprung in that spring a little bit more. And then you can see how this little flared edge on the sleigh here is going to interfere with that clip, or that, I should say, spring-loaded gate, and begin to move it out of the way. And once it's completely out of the way, your blade flies open. You can see this other gate up here that is now open and holding the blade in the lock position. Once you slide back, there's a little bit of exposure on the sleigh, saddle, whatever you want to call it, that engages that locking mechanism again and allows the spring to stretch and release the blade into its closed position. So there is a little bit of tension on this spring in the closed position, but you're spreading it out a little bit more as you open it, and it's adding some more ass to the back of that spring to throw that blade forward. And the same thing in reverse, adding a little bit of ass to throw that blade back down. The little bit of research I've done on ULTEM, like I said, it was more or less designed for the chemical resistivity. And, they'd use it for screws to hold things on in places where there's chemical spray that, would erode away any other type of metal. It's also heat resistive, depending on what type of PEI it is, around 300 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit for its heat resistivity. So you'll see ULTEM used a lot in like vapes and things like that for mouthpieces too, because they're very good with the heat. This one's serial number 46. It's relatively low. I got this one from RJ at Blade Runner HQ again. If you guys ever need a hand on knives, I would recommend Blade Runner HQ. They're great guys. You can find them on Facebook as well. EDC Lifestyle has a lot of blades as well. They've been kind of putting a lot of Borka stuff up lately with their Microtechs and Heretics. And then, of course, you can see in the background there, Nick has helped me out a lot on finding some good timepieces. If you guys ever need a hookup on a nice watch, Nick Halabi's your guy. Nick of Time Timepieces is a Facebook group you can join. Get in touch with him on those. But nonetheless, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I'm going to do a giveaway whenever we get to 1,000 subscribers. Not sure what I'm going to give away yet. These are a little more difficult to give away due to some of the regulations and stuff in the States, but this is still an option for the giveaway. I also have a brand new pair of Costa sunglasses that I'm probably going to throw in there and do for the giveaway. So if you guys could share and bring this to all your other EDC friends that likes to see these things. If you have anything specific you guys want to see on any of the knives that you've seen recently, let me know. We can see what we can do to get those worked in. Just notice there's some vent holes down here on the bottom towards the clip. There's one on the other side too. Yep. I guess it's if you get any excess oil or excess, I guess any liquid in there, it'll come out of those little vent holes at the bottom. It's pretty neat. Nonetheless, thank you guys for watching again. This has been the ULTEM Cleric 2. The blade is in MagnaCut. Let's see if we can get you a view of that. And then all the hardware on this guy is DLC coated as well, and the blade is DLC coated. Excuse me. So yeah, that's another one of the I'm guessing these are going to be low production numbers, just because ULTEM is something a little bit more difficult to come up with and keep unique and consistent as far as coloring is concerned. I guess if they buy it from the same source, they shouldn't have any issue with it being the same color and the same consistency. But yeah, check them out if you guys haven't already. This guy's a pretty nice little carry. It's pretty lightweight too, considering, you know, normally you have stainless on top or some other type of steel inlaid on top of an aluminum upper half. So this does reduce the weight of the blade, as well as this little inlay in the back too. You can see there's one little piece of aluminum bridged over on the back, probably adding to some rigidity in there for where the clip lands and everything else. But nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and leave any questions in the comment section.